started. All right. It's getting ready. All right, I'm going to do a little share. And let me go to my page.
I don't have the feed quite yet.
Okay. Well, it's going to get there, I'm sure.
I know. Is everybody out there?
I don't know.
All right.
Nobody can see
Just
you.
getting started here, peoples.
Just getting ready. Getting ready, people.
Here
Hold on a second.
I can share now, which is very good.
Yeah.
Share.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
And a share and whoops. And people are just getting on.
Awesome. Here we go.
All right.
Cool.
That's very, very cool.
Very cool.
We've got a great show today.
Yeah, we do. We got an awesome show today.
People are just joining.
Just getting started. So we're just getting started, and we're letting people get in with what we're doing or joining. So we're giving those guys a couple of minutes of what's happening over here.
Tell everybody about Dad's That Cook.
Okay, I will. So, hey, I'm Jason. You know, I'm Jason with Dad's That Cook. I started this deal many years ago, and I go around and I find dads like who you're going to see today. We got Victor Wolansky. He's from Argentina, lives in Virginia, but the guy is crazy about meat and food. I can tell you that much. So he's also a professional photographer. He takes incredible photos. He does a lot of fun things. So we got him. We wrangled him on today to hang out with us, which is really cool. So Dad's That Cook is really simple. It's going around and finding dads that love to cook amazing meals for their families. So I go around and I find these dads and I look for them and I have them on as special guests of the show. And they teach us what they know how to make for their families. And we get to learn something cool that day, which is awesome. And that's how I've been learning a lot of cool things over the years. And so today we get to learn how to make, I don't even know how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce it?
Well, I think you can ask.
Well, we're going to have to ask
Striachetti.
Victor now.
Striachetti.
Striachetti? Is that how it's? Wait, ask to unmute. Oh, you put yourself on mute. That's the problem there, Victor. You got to go unmute yourself, Victor. You put yourself on mute all by yourself.
All right. Well, he'll get.
There you are. We can hear you now.
All right.
Okay. It's called Striachetti.
Striachetti.
Yeah.
There
All right.
you go. Good.
And
job.
my COVID hair is working really good today, people. Just want to show you what's going on with Crazy Town.
Oh my gosh! Look at your hair.
It's crazy.
You look like a mad scientist.
I am a mad scientist.
Maybe a mad scientist in the kitchen.
That's right. If I had some,
What?
animal shit going on, maybe I'd look pretty cool, right? What do you think?
Yeah, that's true, right? Hi, Victor.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm pretty cool.
Good. Well, thank you for being on the show. We're very excited. Can you hear me?
Oh yes, I can hear you. Yes,
Okay,
I'm excited too.
I was
Been
sure-
waiting for
I wasn't
this day.
sure. Oh, excellent. Well, we're just going to get started in just a seckie because we've got almost 4 o'clock.
Almost 4 o'clock.
Almost
That's
4
right.
o'clock.
That's kind of like the official time.
Yeah.
We start a little early for all those people jumping in, but we got an awesome meal going on
What are you
today.
going to make tonight?
Well, I got a rack of lamb that I just got through rubbing with some nice thyme and rosemary
Yeah.
and garlic and
I'm
salt, pepper.
loving lamb these days.
Yeah,
too.
lamb. So we're gonna
I
bake
wish-
that up.
I wish we had some of that Argentinian beef.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen? You don't even know what this guy's freezer looks like.
I know, it's crazy.
He's got like 2 or 3 freezers filled with meat. It's nuts. He showed
Well,
us yesterday.
Argentina is known obviously for
For the
their
meat.
beef. So it'll be fantastic to hear what you have to say. And we're right at 4 o'clock. Welcome,
Right at 4.
everybody.
Hey, people. Thanks for joining. It's Jason with Dad's That Cook again. We're hanging out. We got another great episode. We're going to show you some cool stuff. I got Victor Wolansky on. He's in Virginia, lives in Virginia. He's from Argentina, and he knows a lot about meat. So I'm stoked because he's going to show us, again, you're going to have to pronounce it again for me here.
Striachetti.
Striachetti. Striachetti.
Yeah.
That's what he's making today, and he's going to show us what it's all about. I'm going to whip up a couple of things. I've got some rack of lamb going. I've got some parsnip mash thing happening with the sweet potatoes, and then I've also got a chimichurri that I'm making for that. So in the meantime,
Oh, nice.
it's time to get our drink on, Victor.
Yes, my son is here finishing.
He's here?
it for me.
Your
Yes,
bartender showed up?
Hawaiian.
Oh, there's the bartender. Look at that. He's already got his drink ready. We got to get on it.
Here's my blue Hawaiian.
Blue, huh?
Oh, that looks fantastic.
Cheers.
That's awesome. We're gonna throw down a little champagne.
We had champagne the other night and we still had some left. And you can't let champagne go to waste.
No.
Well, you
Your
know,
blue
I
Hawaiian
have
is
I have some too, but for the end, you know.
Oh yeah. We gotta celebrate.
I like that for the end.
We're gonna put a little cherry juice in ours.
So
Yeah.
the blue Hawaiian sounds fantastic. Your son has outdone himself.
That's right.
And we
Yeah,
got-
I don't know where he learned it from, but suddenly one day, you know, he started with oh, let me do this, let me do that, and now he's a very good you know, mixologist.
Well, especially when you're having all those parties, right? And
How
you're cooking
nice.
up all the food. You got to have somebody pushing drinks down people's throats, right? During the time,
Yeah.
because it's all about having fun. And the more they drink, the more they want to eat, which is great.
Yeah,
That's
until
pretty nice.
nobody remember why he's here.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Well, cheers.
Cheers to you, Victor. Thanks for thanks for coming on and seeing what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So why don't we just start off? Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you, where you're from, and what you're going to make today?
Well, I'm from Argentina, from Buenos Aires. My wife is from Argentina too. She's from the north of Argentina, from Misiones, which is the border between Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay. We are living in the U.S. for like, I don't know, 17 years now. And what I'm gonna do right now, it's called Striachetti, which is some medallions of tenderloin that's being dry aged for a little bit over 30 days. And it is right now cooking for about 2 hours in the sous vide at 125 degrees. And I have in here another sous vide running a little bit higher. This is going to be for the asparagus that I'm going to make as a side for this. This is actually cooked with some olive oil on a very hot skillet, and with some olive oil that I have in here that is from Argentina too. And then we caramelize some tomatoes. We add some porcini mushrooms, and we drizzle it with some balsamic vinegar and add some arugula to it. So that's pretty much it.
All right, that's awesome.
And
I see that you, again, we talked about this yesterday, but you do have a massive collection of knives. I'm just saying, I'm sure all my dads that are hanging out and moms out there right now,
Yeah,
like going, what the heck is up with all those knives, man?
I love it.
yeah, here are a few knives.
A few.
Most of them, I have a few that are from Germany. Some that were handmade in Argentina, like this one, and also this one was handmade in Argentina. It is made of piece of wheel.
Piece of a wheel?
Yeah, I don't remember the English word. Is that, those huge tractors that are used to make lines and to put the seats. I don't remember. I mean, they use the same metal to use cooking discs. So this is recycled. That's the thing.
That's cool. I love that.
It's recycled, but it's very, very sharp. Also, I sharpen my own knives all the time, so they're very.
Well, then I'll send you all my knives so you can sharpen them for me.
And here I have a few more. Like these ones are Shoshihiro. These are also Japanese knives, handmade. They're all handmade.
Beautiful. We have a lot of jealous people out there. While you're looking at the knives, I'm just going to read off. We have a few folks that say hello real quick.
Yeah, don't move. Give me 1 second. Don't move.
Oh, okay. And then Jason, I know you're going to.
Leland, what's up, man? Leland, hey, what's up, man?
So Leland says, nice. Jerry, bingo, bango.
Bingo, bango.
I sharpen my own knives.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
wow. That's
slice.
a sharp knife, all right.
Damn.
Holy guacamole.
I only use butter knives.
I do take care of them. This is one, this is probably the oldest one that I have. It's a Tramontina from Brazil. This is the knife that butchers in Argentina used, and it was given as a gift to me by my brother-in-law, and I truly love it. This is the oldest one that I have.
I like that the knives are his friends too.
Yeah, he's got names for him.
Exactly.
This is Fred. Fred likes to cut meat.
I don't think Fred is Argentinian.
Well,
Spanish, Portuguese.
Frederico.
Okay, so then we have Alicia, we have Alejandra.
Yeah, you got a bunch of your friends saying hi to you.
Yeah, exactly. And then Jerry says impressive collection of knives. For
Jerry.
Sure. All right, I'm gonna let you get cooking. We're gonna start, Victor, and then we're turning it over to you.
Okay. So this is what I'll put you on a quick little mute real quick, and then I'll get started here and throw everything in, and then it's the Victor show, okay? So be right back.
You let me know when you want me to start. I'm gonna turn on the skillet so it starts to get some temperature.
Okay, great.
Because it's really big and takes some time.
Yeah, get yourself prepped up and get it going, and then I'll show everybody what I got going on. I'll get it ready, and boom, stick it in, run around, and then it'll be all you, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. All right, so split.
No, I think we're just putting it
All right, let's not.
for a second.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, people. Here's what's happening. Okay, so first thing I got to do is I'm going to make a parsnip sweet potato mash. And I'm going to use my Instant Pot. So I've got sweet potatoes and I got some parsnips. And I just kind of chop these guys up. Got a little sweet potato in here somewhere in the bottom. It's all cubed. It's the Japanese sweet potato. It's got less sugar in it, stuff like that. So we're gonna Instant Pot these because it's real simple, real easy. And I'm gonna put it in my little steamer basket. Okay, I've already prepped these up. I have the recipe down below. So if you guys are watching right now and going, what the heck's going on? How do you make that? The recipe is in the description of what you are watching currently. So you can go to the site too. You can go to dadsthatcook.com and get it all there as well. But that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to throw it in the Instant Pot. I've got a cup of chicken stock. I'm going to throw that in there because I like the flavor as well. I've got about 10 sprigs of thyme. I'm going to throw that in there with it as well. And then about another cup of water. Okay? That way we're all set to go. And then I'm going to put the lid on it. We're going to set it. We're going to do pressure cook, 10 minutes. That's it. Just 10 minutes. That's going to take some time for it to get up the temperature and all that good stuff. And then once that gets going, boom, it'll be another 10 minutes from there. So we got that going. That's working. That's its angle. Now, all we need to do is get onto this little thing I got cooking on over here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but let me bring it to you. I got a little Racco lamb that I've marinated up. Actually, just kind of rubbed it with a little bit of thyme, some rosemary, garlic, salt, pepper, a little canola oil, because that's going to help give it a little crunchiness to it. And I'm going to stick it in the oven, 450 degrees. Probably going to take about 20 minutes, maybe 25. But I want it down to about 125 degrees internal. So I put my little thingamabob in there so I can tell the temperature. So let's stick that in and let it do its job, right? See how easy that is.
And that's it.
That's it for that.
Turn it over to Victor.
Let's turn it over to Victor. And then later, I'll get my little chimichurri sauce going because that just needs to sit for a couple of minutes anyway. So Victor, guess what time it is? Uh-oh, I got to ask you to unmute your phone. You need to unmute your phone, Victor. Somebody's getting happy with the fingers over there.
Oh, they'll do it.
There you go.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Now, wait a second. I want to say something.
Yeah.
So Mike Lowe has been watching this, Victor, when you were prepping your meat.
Oh, yeah.
And he saw that earlier photo that you had, right? That almost looked like it was a dark
Big,
skin.
long tube type.
And he said, I want to see you transform your burnt loaf of French bread. That's what he's calling it.
Yeah. It's the best French bread you can find. Really.
Yeah.
Okay, let's let Victor talk.
Yeah. Well, when you put, the meat to dry age, actually what happens is that inside of that temperature control and humidity control fridge, which is actually, like 34 degrees and like 85% humidity, which is pretty constant. The meat starts like losing a little bit of humidity. You can actually, in about 30 days, you can lose anywhere between 20 to 25% of liquids due to evaporation. And that does actually is concentrate the flavor of the beef. It's like, let's say, to make a quick comparison, it's like if you boil for a long time some stock, it will reduce the liquid and the flavor will concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sort of like what happened when you dry age beef or any kind of meat. And
well, I have to
happens,
jump in here for a second. I got to jump in here for a second because
yeah.
It's not like you went down to the store and got a dry aged piece of meat.
No,
You went downstairs where you actually dry age your own meat. So just let everybody know that Victor is actually amazing with meat. He's like the meat master, actually.
Yeah.
And he's got, like I said, he's got 3 freezers downstairs filled with meat. He's got the dry age refrigerator thing going on. I had to say that so people knew that you're just not buying some dry aged piece of meat.
Yeah, no. I do it myself. And the other thing that happens, when you dry age, the other thing that happens is that the enzymes inside of the beef start like diluting the collagen that keeps the fibers together. So meat actually gets a lot more tender than what it is actually when you bought it. So there are 2 processes that happen, best flavor and tenderness gets improved a lot. So those 2 things happen, And the thing is, when you get it out of the dry age locker, it doesn't smell bad. It just smells a little bit stronger than regular beef, but it smells good. but it looks dark, you know, pretty much like a piece of coal.
Right.
You have to get all that outer layer trim, and you will use whatever is inside. Usually that layer is like, I don't know, like 2 millimeters, or it's very, very, very thin, depending on how long you want, right? With the dry aging. And somebody asked online, what do you do with that? I mean, you can discard it, but you can keep it, and you can rehydrate it, and you can mix it with ground beef to make really good hamburgers, or you can even use it to make a very good stock too. You know, so
Wow.
you can do any
So
of those.
you mean you chop it up and add it
Well-
to ground beef, or how do you use it?
Yes, you chop it, you rehydrate it so it becomes
Okay.
tender again.
What would you rehydrate it with? Moisture? Would you use beef
Yeah, you have
stock
to
or
add that
water?
moisture, because if not, it will feel like, you know, crispy bacon, and maybe that's what you want, maybe not.
Hmm.
But you can mix it like, you know, 20% of that and 80% of regular beef, and it will give you a stronger flavor.
Hmm.
So
That's
right now, I need
All right,
to,
get going. We took you
All
off
right.
track.
I need to get the beef right now out of the sous vide. What I'm checking in here is that I don't want to go too hot on the skillet, because I can burn the oil, you know. So that's what I'm measuring right now, that I'm not going too much over 400 degrees. You know, so I'm going to get right now the beef out of the sous vide. It's been here for exactly 2 hours. I have in here a little rack so it doesn't float, because you know, food inside of the sous vide containers usually like very much to float. So we want to avoid that. Okay. So I'm gonna get this out. And when you cook like this, usually, you know, you don't put salt in it before, because if you put salt before, um, you will have a lot more liquid inside of the bag, and you want to avoid that. Okay.
So I like the fact that you're like a one-stop shop here, Victor. You know what I mean? Not only can I go get my knives sharpened, right? I can come down, you know, peruse through your meat store, and then I can go and have you sous vide it for me too at the same time after you dry aged it. I really appreciate it.
I tied it so it keeps, you know, the shape.
Oh, yeah.
Pressure.
It's getting close on that.
You know, it keeps the shape under pressure of the bag, because if you don't tie it, the pressure of the vacuum bag will deform it.
Mm. It'll basically flatten it, won't it?
Yeah.
You don't want
that's
that.
why I use, you know, the butcher twine to keep it round.
And those are some pretty big, what, 2.5 inches, you said? Something like that is a good size.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not really good with inches. My little brain thinking centimeters, millimeters, and meters.
Okay.
But
We're the ones that are backwards, so don't worry about it. We're the only ones that deal with pups and you know, everything that doesn't measure up. Yeah, we
but
don't.
you know, this is the nice thing. You know, as you cook it sous vide, it doesn't matter how thick it is. It's fully cooked all through. You know.
Right.
So it won't be, you know, like one part, you know, like the border is cooked and the center is not.
Mm-hmm. And what's great, you know, and we've had other guys do sous vide as well too, which is really neat. Is like you do a lot of parties. I know you do. You said you do. You do a lot of parties, and that is just a huge time saver as far as
Yeah.
getting food out to people, especially when
Well, you know, it's actually pretty cool because I have more than one, you know. So like for example, let's say I'm gonna do a party for like 40 people, you know, and I'm gonna cook steaks for everyone. I can put the steaks in there and I can have two, like one for people that like it medium rare, another for people that like it medium well, you know, at different temperatures. And I can just, you know, get them out of the sous
that's
vide
great.
when people is ready to cook it, you know, dump it into the grill for like 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
sear it and get, you know, not nice color and marks.
And
And
you don't invite those over that want it like completely charred and dead, right? You don't invite those people over, right?
yeah. Well, you
There's
know,
always one, right?
I
One
have
or two that need it. Like,
I mean, usually when I make a party at home, uh, I got once to have about 60 adults, not counting the kids. And of all of that people, there's probably only 4 or 5 that actually like well done. All
yeah,
the all the rest are, you
medium
know,
rare.
people that actually know how to eat meat.
So Mike Lowe wrote in and he said, Jason definitely wants to peruse Victor's meat.
Well,
This is the salt.
depending
This
on
is
what
the
you're
salt.
saying, Mike, and
We know what he's saying.
I know
His
your game.
freezer of meat that we saw was amazing.
I know. We should take a trip down to your
No,
freezer
no,
someday,
no.
but no.
You want to take a trip down? I'll take you there.
No, When we come to visit, we'll take a
Yeah.
trip down.
Okay. This is the salt that I like to use. It's a
Oh.
What do you
salt
got?
that is called Maldon salt. This is our
Maldon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I get this thing, you know, by the
That was, you know, it's interesting that you said that. Is one of my dad's, Tom Fisher, used Maldon salt, and that was the salt he used with some meat that he had cooked with as well, and it was really good. I mean, it's even thicker than the kosher salt. It's got
it's thicker than the kosher salt, and I like it, you know, because it leaves a little bit of like I don't know how to explain it. I like it.
you just like it, so why not use it, right? Makes sense. Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let me see what's going on here with my temperature, Lulu. Why don't you jump in? All right, that's 70.
Jason's looking at his lamb before it burns up.
No, it's fine. It's only at 70 degrees.
Because I like my meat, just so you know, Victor, I like my meat
10 minutes.
very nice and red.
Yeah.
And Jason always gets in trouble if it's a little bit overcooked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do know what you're saying.
Okay. Now let me check that my skillet is at the right temperature.
All right, let's take a look.
I like that little temperature gadget you got.
Yeah, your little infrared.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know that a lot of people use that. Which one do you like?
Well, this is actually one. The brand is Fluke. It's not, you know, the cheapest one, but I got tired of breaking other ones. So, you know, I got this one that is a little bit more expensive, but is, you know, very sturdy. It's submergible. You can wash it. You know, and it works very, very well. And it goes up to almost 1400 degrees.
Wow.
Which others, you know, go only up to maybe 900. So I like it very much because I grill a lot and I use different
types of grills,
brands of charcoal. This one can go high enough to measure how how hot the charcoal gets.
Yeah, I have one of my very close friends and one of the barbecue masters, Big Jim's Barbecue, Jim Modisett, and he uses one of those and he swears by it when he's out grilling. You know, it's a lot easier just to point at something and go, okay, that's the temperature. I'm good and I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready here.
Okay, go for it.
To put the meat.
Let's take a look at the meat. Get in real close. Let's take a look at that meat. Bring that camera in to the meat. Yeah, bring it in there. Look at that meat. Wow. Those look amazing.
Okay, so I'm gonna put now a little bit of olive oil in here.
Marta, you're doing a great job.
I'm going to turn on a little bit this.
Oh, look at that meat.
Get rid of the fire alarm. Ooh, sizzle, sizzle.
That looks so good.
Right? Look at that, people. Check that out. Time to get your game on, you know. Go get yourself some dry aged 30-day meat. Put it downstairs in your little dry age locker. And then sous vide it for a little while on top of that.
I think we're going to turn the garage into a whole extra kitchen, right. Victor.
Exactly. It'd be like the Frankenstein garage that I'm going to have. Me down there operating on all kinds of food.
Right now, you know, what we're doing is we're just browning it because it's already cooked, you know.
Right. Because you don't have to do much to it. It's already at the temperature too already.
Yeah. I mean, it will go up. It will go up maybe up to 130.
Yeah.
132. I took it out at 125. Thinking on going up to maybe 130. You know, when it's done. So now I'm going to cut, you know, the tomatoes.
And what kind of tomatoes are you using there, Victor?
Red ones. These are, you know, what they call tomatoes on the vine.
Yeah.
I don't know, or
so vine ripe tomato, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know, you know, exactly what is the.
You don't have a tomato factory downstairs too with the meat?
No, I don't. You know,
come on, Victor. I expected so much more out of you.
Squirrels around here, so I can't have tomato plants because the squirrels eat them all. So
the squirrels.
Oh, squirrels.
Yeah.
Those bad boys.
Damn squirrels. You know, they got stuck in my attic one time and it was a pain to get rid of them. I had a whole family growing in my attic. I'm like, God, we gotta get rid of these guys. Not a, free housing situation for squirrels. So you're gonna do what with those tomatoes? You're just gonna slice them in half or slice them in quarters and put them in with the meat?
Four.
Yeah.
I slice them in four.
And you're gonna put them in the pan with the meat?
Yeah, I will put them in the pan in a little bit.
Okay. Oh. You need some more cherry juice, Lulu? Maybe. Bingo bango, people. I don't think Victor knows what bingo bango is yet.
Oh.
But you know what I was watching? I'm just letting you guys know the parsnips little mash that I'm doing today. I said, you know what? I'm going to go back to that recipe. I'm going to look at it. And I looked at the video recipe for this because it's a video recipe on the mashed potato parsnip thing I'm doing today. And with Tom Fisher, one of my dads, we were looking through it. I was looking through it. And all of a sudden I said, bingo bango. So there you have it. That's been happening for how long? Right?
Wow.
Bingo bango.
So that means you have to take a sip of your drink when you can, Victor. When Jason says bingo bango.
Yeah.
Victor's got a blue Hawaii to drink.
Blue Hawaiian.
I know.
Yeah,
that would be nice to be in Hawaii right now.
I would love.
Yeah, my blue Hawaiian is gone.
What?
Oh.
Where's your?
I'm gonna get something else.
Get your bartender to start working that thing. You know.
I'm gonna get something else, which is beer from Argentina,
Oh, wow.
Oh.
which is Quilmes
I-
is one of the most.
What's the
It's
name
one
of
of the
it?
most famous.
What's the name? What's the name of the beer?
Quilmes.
Gilliman's.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Where does he get it?
Well, I don't know. It looks like he goes trips to Argentina all the time by himself.
Well, I mean,
Comes
it's,
back with
there
like
is a,
hundreds of pounds
there
of
is
meat.
a store
store?
in Washington D.C.
Oh, okay.
that you can order it. So they will.
Oh, okay. So
You
you've
know,
got
I
connections.
usually when I make parties at home, everyone from Argentina love this beer.
Of course.
So I usually go and buy 200 or 300 bottles of it.
Well, I'll be there next week. I'll be over next week. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and I keep a few for me.
As long as Martha can hold the camera for us, we're set, right?
Yeah.
Well, those look good. Get in tight. Let's take a look at that, Martha. Get in that pan. Let's take a look. Look at that. Get in close. Ooh, look at that.
Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, those medallions look amazing.
Don't be afraid to get next to the pan, Martha. It's okay. It won't hurt you.
Yeah, get in there.
Let's take a look.
Okay, what?
Yeah, Moss. Oh, look at that. That's what you
So-
want when you go to a restaurant, and you're like, I don't know, maybe Ruth Chris's or
No,
something.
you don't need to go to a restaurant. You go to Victor's.
That's right. You go to Victor's.
So Victor, obviously you said it's already cooked. You're just searing it just to get that browning.
Yep.
Yep.
Just on the
So
edge.
I will go, all the way around.
Oh, okay.
When I'm almost, done with it, then I will just, add the tomatoes. I mean, this is something, pretty quick to make, I mean, it's not, making rockets.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, well, I got mushrooms too. I got some mushrooms. Forgot about my mushrooms. But those only take like 2 minutes to cook. So I'm not going to cook these right up with some criminy mushrooms. And I'll get those cooked up in a minute. I don't want them cooked up yet because we've still got another 40 degrees to go on my meat, 30 something degrees to go. So in just about 10 minutes, it should be ready.
Oh.
86 degrees right now, Lulu.
Uh-oh.
I
Okay,
should get my chimichurri
so
going.
while you're finishing that, Victor, Jason's gonna get his chimichurri sauce going. Is that okay?
Okay.
All
All
right.
right,
Okay.
Dude.
See you later.
here we go.
All right, I'm going to put you on mute for just a second. You don't need to touch
Okay.
it. I've got control. All right. Okay, everybody. So now I'm going to make some chimichurri. I'm going to do a little Ed Hom chimichurri. Oh my gosh, my Instant Pot is going off. Did you hear that? That means that's happening. I'm just going to let that release. So now you're going to hear it release. At the same time, I'm trying to make chimichurri.
I'm
You
so
probably can't hear
hungry.
anything.
I'm so hungry.
Okay, so anyway, I will talk into the camera like this. So the chimichurri is an Ed Hom chimichurri, but I'm going to add a little mint to it, which is going to be special. Okay, so very simple. I've got 5 cloves of garlic. I'm going to stick it in that. And then I've got about a bunch of Italian parsley that I'm using. And I already did a little rough chop on that. So I'm going to put that in there with it. And we're going to do a quick little burst. If you have a food processor, use a food processor. I happen to be really lazy today, and I'm going to use my NutriBullet. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in there, my little top, and I'm just going to do a couple little pulses of that. Okay? Just boom, boom, done. See? That's all I needed. Couple pulses. Couple pulses of that, and then you got yourself a little bit of this. So now I'm going to put this in the bowl so I can mix things up. See how it turns out? Now you got to get a little water in there too to get that out. Okay? So I'm going to throw that in here into my bowl. Get my bowl in. And what you want to do is you want to take a little bit of water. Just a little bit of water. Just like that. Put your lid back on. Shake the hell out of it. Like
Shake,
so.
shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
Shake, shake, shake,
And then we
baby.
pour it into the bowl, okay? Try to get that excess and my little,
Okay.
oh, well, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Wow.
Oh, well, gosh darn it. I can't believe I had to go get a spatula. Anyway, I'm going to scrape that in there, which you can't see anyway, right? Because all you can see is my forehead. So it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to get that in the bowl. I've got it in a bowl here now, okay?
All right.
It's kind of chunky. It's been chopped down a little bit. You can see it's perfect, okay? You don't want it too fine. You want it kind of looking like that, all right? Now I've got some shallots. I got a shallot, okay? We're going to put some shallots in there. I've got some olive oil. Again, this recipe is down below if you need to know it, all right? We put some olive oil in there. We got some red wine vinegar we're going to throw in there as well because it's a vinegar-based type thing. Some little red peppers. We're going to throw some of those in and give a little heat. And then a little bit of salt. We're going to throw some kosher salt in there. And I'm just going to mix it up.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that smells mighty fine.
You know what I forgot though is I forgot the mint.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to put some in because
Ah.
I requested it.
But this chimichurri is amazing. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this
Ooh.
chimichurri.
All right, we'll put it back in for a second with a couple of little things of mint.
Oh, I can't mix it up in there. I'm gonna put it on now.
All right,
I'm gonna have to go like this for you, Lulu.
all right.
Let me get a couple of leaves of this.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll just put a couple of leaves in there like so, and I'll throw a little water in with it. Where's my little water thing? I don't know where it went. It disappeared.
Okay.
Oh, well, let me just get some water. There we go. Boom! Just
So-
like that.
Ollie says, first of all, Leland says chimichurri. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, chimichurri.
And Ollie says that she ate the asado that Victor made. And
Oh, yeah?
It was, oh my God.
I bet it was.
We better check in with Victor.
All right, so here we go. I put the mint back in there to make Lulu happy. Okay, I did a little blended mint. And we'll stir that up. Now we got a little blended mint in there. Isn't that great? Awesome. I'm going to let this sit because I need to put this in the fridge for a couple
Yeah, it
minutes.
looks soupy.
No, it doesn't look soupy. That's the way it's supposed to be,
Oh.
girlfriend. Jeez Louise.
But you know what?
The
good
grief
news
I
is-
get here, people.
The
You
good
have
news
no
is
idea. Fridge.
you have somebody that can help you critique,
Yeah, that's good news.
right?
That's good
It's so
news.
nice to have a critique,
That's good news.
you know,
honey.
because you got to have an honest critique.
That's good
All right,
news.
Victor.
All right, so my chimichurri's done. We're good. I'm gonna get to my mash. though.
Uh-oh.
She's
I
pushing
can't
buttons.
I can't unmute him.
Uh-oh, you put your mute on there, buddy. Are you back? There you
There you
go.
go.
Now you're back. How are we doing over there?
I took the beef out of the skillet for a little bit because these tomatoes are taking a little bit longer than I wanted.
Oh,
So I don't want the meat to overcook, so it's sitting in there.
Okay.
But I will put them back in a few seconds.
so you got a couple things you're doing. Why don't I work on this little parsnip mash thing I got going on while you're waiting on that?
Yeah, this is almost done,
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, this is almost done. I'll just have to add, some of the mushrooms.
So you add the porcini mushrooms, and I think you said that you buy them dried, correct?
Yeah, I buy them dry, like this. You see, and
Oh, yeah.
and I soak them in water and red wine.
And that's how you get their moisture back in. You let them sit for how long?
Just like an hour or two. It's pretty quick.
Oh, okay. Great. All right, I'm going to get this parsnips going. So this guy already started, came out. It's all happy.
And remind people what you were doing with the parsnips and the yams, sweet potatoes.
So I got sweet potato, I got a Japanese sweet potato, and I got some parsnips. A little bit of thyme. We stuck it in the Instant Pot to let it steam up with some chicken stock and some water. And now it's time to stick it in a bowl so we can start mashing and putting things together, okay? Really simple, really tasty, and it's really healthy for you too, which is great. So I've got this in a bowl, and what I need to add right now is I need to add a little bit of this ghee butter. I got some ghee butter. We're gonna throw that in there.
Isn't that fatty, Jason?
No, it's healthy fat.
Oh.
It's good for you.
All right.
And then a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna slap some olive oil in there. At the same time, now we're just gonna mash it because we want the oil all mixing in first.
Oh, you have good mashing skills.
Thanks, honey.
Excellent.
Thanks so much.
Excellent mashing.
Yeah. So on our site, dadsthatcook.com, and down below you'll see the recipe, and you'll see how to make this. It's all video, it's recipes are all written down. All that good.
Actually, I love this dish.
It's really good,
I
super
know.
tasty.
And
again, this is easy to make.
I really like the taste of parsnips.
It has like a, it has kind of like a liquidy kind of taste.
Yeah. Should I go back to Victor? Oh,
Yeah.
look at what Victor's doing. That's amazing.
Wow. Look at
Victor, Victor,
Well,
take it away.
I'm ready. I'm done here.
All right, do it.
All right, I'm gonna throw a little coconut milk in.
Victor's putting his arugula in.
All right, I'm throwing some coconut milk in this,
Okay.
and a little bit of salt.
Okay, Victor. So you're putting your arugula.
Yep.
Striachetti. See?
Wow,
I'm getting it.
that looks amazing, Victor.
Ooh.
Now
What are you doing
some
Balsamic? Olive
balsamic,
oil.
some balsamic vinegar on top.
All right. Wow, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh my gosh.
Mm. Wow. Look at that.
Get in there.
Let's take a look. Let's get in tight. Go in there, Martha. Go. Wow. Striachetti.
Now we're going to plate.
That looks amazing.
So I'm getting hot plate. So, and some asparagus in here.
Wow. Look at that.
Here we have
That's
the
amazing.
first one.
First plate. How many people you got coming over tonight, Victor?
4.
4.
We're 4, yes.
Well, the camera person, right? You got Martha. You know, she worked hard holding that camera.
Hot.
And then Christina, your wife, and then your son,
my
right?
son.
The bartender.
Yep.
Wow. I think I'm going to move in too. Sounds great.
People said they'd like to be his neighbor.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people want to be your neighbor, Victor, because they know that they can just stop on by and get themselves some food. Well, people say that about us too sometimes.
Oh, they do?
I don't know. I'm just making it up right now. But think about it. I mean, you love to cook. You cook all the time. I cook all the time. Parsnip mash. There you go. Check out the parsnip mash. Stuff's so good. A little coconut milk in the end. A little bit of salt. Perfect. Super healthy. Low in sugar. Really good. Awesome. Chimichurri's over there. Let me take a look at my meat. Ah, It's at 110. I still got 10 more degrees before I can pull it out.
Uh-oh.
I know. Why is it taking so long? It'll only be 25 minutes. I don't know.
You should show it to them now.
I think I probably should. You probably won't be able to see me slicing it up and dicing it, but look at that plate that Victor's got going on.
Cut into it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch him chew into that thing a little bit. What's everyone else making tonight? That's the question.
Woohoo!
Woo! Hot plate? You did a hot plate, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't want cold plate because then it cools down your food.
Yep.
I pull mine out of the freezer because I want everyone cold food. Cold food. Are you trying the parsnips? Lulu's trying the parsnip sweet potato mash. How is it?
Oh, that's so good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
Well, because Victor's making me hungry.
Well, I know. I for sure thought that my rack would be done within 20 to 20 minutes.
I want to see how it is. This.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that, Victor. You're gonna cut into it?
Let's see.
Ooh, let's take a look. Oh my gosh, look at that meat.
Go, get in there.
Oh, that is
Oh, man.
perfect.
Look at that.
Wow.
That looks
Oh,
amazing.
that is a masterpiece.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's a piece of art, Victor.
Definitely.
Yeah. So,
All right, you gonna try it for us?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, just throw it in the garbage. You don't want that.
No.
No.
It looks amazing.
You just did it for the show.
He's gonna do it.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. What do you think? Yeah, thumbs up, huh? He likes his own food, people. Can you believe that? That's crazy.
Listen. Super tender. What was the flavor?
He has no words. He has no words for it.
Yeah, that's. I will say that for my taste, it's a little bit short on salt this time. So that's me, you know. I'm kind of like that kind of a guy that just goes, you know, with the salt. So, but that's just me, you know.
So do you like to add that just at the end then, or?
No, well, I add a little bit, you know, always at the end, but it's not the same that if you put it at the beginning. But my wife also, you know, she has a little bit of high blood pressure, so I can't really put a lot of salt on food, you know.
I have the same thing, so I have to be a little careful about extra salt.
Yeah, but let me see.
Even though
I'm looking for.
I do like the salt on it, though, I have to say. I'm sort of, I think, a cow in another life because I like the salt. I like the salt lick.
Yeah, she's got one hanging from the bed.
I'm looking for the. Here it is.
Oh, wow. That looks amazing.
I
All right.
So who's asking questions here?
I got a good bottle of
Oh,
wine.
that.
Oh, you're getting you're getting the wine out now?
Is that from
Yeah.
Argentina?
Is it from Argentina?
No, France.
Okay, all right. I see. You're kind of a cheater.
He's diversifying.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Pronounce this.
Oh, that looks like a nice bottle of French wine.
Yep.
I gotta pull it out.
Okay.
120.
And our lamb is coming out.
It's coming out right now.
Thank God, before I starve to death.
Yeah, right?
I mean, seriously, right?
I mean, seriously,
Oh,
right?
look at their beautiful table. Christina!
Are you all set up at the table? God, that's awesome.
Oh, that's beautiful. And your son, that blue Hawaiian, looks amazing. What's your son's name?
He's Rudy Rodolfo.
Oh, yeah, you can come cocktail at my house anytime.
Yeah.
Oh, that
So
looks
we're
so
going
beautiful, go, Victor.
Get a little bit of wine in here.
Oh, wow. All right, Jason's going to show off his lamb, and then we have to say goodbye to everybody already. We'll do a toast when you guys get your wine glasses filled. And why don't you go ahead and show off your
Gotta flip these
lamb.
mushrooms around for a second. All
All
right,
right.
take a look at the
Show off
lamb.
your lamb.
All right, well, let's see if I can get it
No,
over here.
just
It's
bring
pretty,
it- just
pretty
bring it
darn hot.
to it.
Let me get another pot holder. 'Cause
Oh.
it's hot.
Now I'm watching you right now. Like I can now watch you.
All right, good. Then you can take a break for a second, right, Victor?
Oh yeah.
And then you get to eat your own gorgeous food. Oh, look at the lamb. It's
Lamb.
There you go.
Mr. Lamb. Oh, look, he's eating. So now we're gonna put a little chimichurri on this guy. We gotta let it sit for like 5 or 10 minutes, though, you know.
All right.
Not today.
But the chimichurri is
Not
amazing.
today.
Go ahead and put it on.
That looks good.
Okay.
You know, when I make chimichurri in here, I make it by the gallon.
Oh,
Wow, perfect.
you said, wait, what did you say, Victor?
That when I make chimichurri in here, I make it by the gallon.
Oh, by
Oh,
the
you make-
gallon.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
Yeah,
get
you know.
your game on, man.
I only make it by the 2 cups.
I have a little trick with the chimichurri
Hmm.
that I make it a little bit ahead of time, and I make it on a vacuum pouch.
Oh,
I
yeah.
put it on the sous vide
Ah,
for like 4 or 5 hours.
It's a great idea. We need to get
Yeah.
vacuum
And that
in the sous vide.
releases, you know, the flavors and
wow.
you know, aromas of the fresh herbs and everything they use, and kind of like you getting in 4 or 5 hours what you usually get in a week of letting rest.
Wow. Now, do you also freeze? Can you freeze that chimichurri?
You can, but actually it doesn't really make a lot of
Well, it doesn't freeze very
Yeah.
well.
sense because of the oil, you know, and the lemon or vinegar that you put in there.
Right.
It holds pretty well for a long time inside of the fridge. So I don't really freeze it because you know, it gets consumed before
Yeah.
it
You
can
just
go.
make it fresh again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make another
It-
gallon,
it's
you know?
fresh again.
Because, I mean, you're probably going to use a half a gallon tonight, right? Just to.
Well, not with this food, you know.
No?
No,
You don't have to cover it up with some other flavors?
No.
Not
No, this
Not
needs to go
tonight.
pretty simple.
It's
Oh,
awesome.
Victor, thank you so much. Let's get our glasses and raise a glass. Where's
Mine's
mine?
over there. Yours
Uh-oh.
disappeared.
Right.
No, she doesn't
Oh,
know
here
where.
it is. Here it
She
is.
doesn't know where she put her
There
glass.
it
Hey,
is.
look, the whole family. I love it.
Cheers.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. And thanks
Oh.
again, Victor, for having for coming on and showing us your tricks with the sous vide and the dry age and the striachetti.
My pleasure, man.
Oh, so
Anytime.
awesome. So great.
Oh,
Really appreciate it.
and here's our kid.
Hey, he finally showed up because the food's done.
Oh, good, nice.
Darn kid, you know? I smell food,
Yeah,
right?
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you so
I
much.
know about it.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Exactly.
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 Thank you.
All right, well, you guys
Victor.
enjoy your meal, enjoy your dinner. We're going to do the same thing back here at Dad's That Cook Home. But hey, thanks everybody for watching and tuning in to Dad's That Cook today on live and what's going on. We'll get these recipes down below. You'll see in the description. There are some recipes for this. The striachetti is on there for you. A couple other things as well. But hey, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time on Dad's That Cook.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. See you guys.